We'll take just 2 more questions, short. Go ahead, and then you.
Kate Muir from the Times of London. My question follows on from the German romantic thing. Can you talk a bit about your German roots and the Gothic aspect of this film? And also you mentioned...
Gossip?
Gothic.
Oh,
and also you mentioned you mentioned in a Danish film magazine also about your interest in the Nazi aesthetic, and you talked about that German roots at the same time. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, the only thing I can tell is that I thought I was a Jew for a long time and was very happy being a Jew. Then later on came Susanne Bier, and then suddenly I wasn't so happy about being a Jew. No, that was a joke. Sorry. But it turned out that I was not a Jew, and even if I'd been a Jew, I would be kind of a second-rate Jew, because there are kind of a hierarchy in the Jewish population. But anyway, I really wanted to be a Jew, and then I found out that I was really a Nazi, because my family was German, Hartmann. Which also gave me some pleasure. So I'm kind of
Sir?
What can I say? I understand Hitler. But I think he did some wrong things. Yes, absolutely. But I can see him sitting in his bunker in the end. But there will come a point at the end of this. There will come. I will. No, I'm just saying that I understand. I think I understand the man. He's not what you would call a good guy, but I understand much about him, and I sympathize with him a little bit. Yes, but come on, I'm not for the Second World War, and I'm not against Jews. Susanne Bier is no, not even Susanne Bier. That was also a joke. I am, of course, very much for Jews. No, not too much, because Israel is a pain in the ass. But still. How can I get out of this sentence?
By another question. Here's your salvation.
I just want to say about the art of the. I'm very much for Speer. Speer I liked. Albert Speer I liked. He was also maybe one of God's best children, but he had some talent that was kind of possible for him to use during. Okay, I'm a Nazi.
Completely different note. Peter Howell, Toronto newspaper. A question for Mr. Von Trier. Mr. Von Trier, Melancholia, would you consider this your answer to the Hollywood blockbuster? And if not, could you envision doing a film on a grander scale than this?
On a grander scale? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we Nazis, we have a tendency to try to do things on a greater scale. Yeah, maybe you could persuade me into the final solution with journalists. No,
Well, on that very, very strange note, I'm afraid our time is up. Thank you very much, you all, for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, Lars, that was intense.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yes.